Hello everybody. Today we are going to see how to configure a simple IOM Bridge server. IOM stands for Integrated Object Model. It allows SAS to communicate with other programming languages like Java, C++, Visual Basic, and so on. In order to make sure that you have SAS integrated technologies installed on your computer, just navigate to the location where your SAS is installed. If you can see objspawn.exe, that means you have SAS integrated technology. Do not confuse objspawn.exe with spawner.exe. Just make sure you have objspawn.exe. Once you've made sure of that, let's open the browser and go to the SAS Institute website where we have a sample configuration file for an IOM Bridge server. As you can see, the configuration file is pretty simple. There is a lot of options that needs to be configured, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we will just be limiting ourselves to the bare minimum. Let's copy this configuration file. I want to save it somewhere on my drive C. So I'll create a folder called SAS config. In that folder, I'll create a file that I will name objspawn.cfg. Let's open that file and let's paste in that file whatever we copied from the website. Now, in these configurations, even though you can and should change most of these options to suit your domain, we are just going to limit ourselves to changing the SAS command configuration. So we will go to the location of our SAS, just copy the path, I will paste it. So this is the path to our SAS.exe file. Once we've done this, we are done with the configuration file. We can just save and close. Now that we have created our configuration file, let's now see how we can install this configuration file and start a SAS IOM server on our Windows computer. So I will browse down, and so starting the spawner on Windows. So all we need to do is to invoke the objspawn.exe file by passing our configuration file to it with an option called install. Let's open the command prompt. We'll open it as an administrator. Let's now insert the location where we have our objspawn file. Copy. objspawn.exe, close the bracket. So what is the next configuration? We need to insert the config file. Let's go to the location where I have my configuration file. Copy. Paste. Full name is EZManip.exe. Paste. And we want to install it as a service. We run. Let's just make sure that it runs successfully. Okay. So now let's open our services location to ensure that the service was installed properly and that it can run. Services. Let's go down. Alright, we can see our SAS spawner here. Let's maximize this, increase. And we just click on start. Alright, we have just installed and started an IOM Bridge server. In future tutorials, we'll see what we can do with an IOM Bridge server. Thank you.